Hi, welcome to Lois, No Cruise Control. This is day 2, so part 2 of my daily vlog on Virtuosa. Hi, day 2 of my vlog on MSC Virtuosa. Talking to you from my lovely Yacht Club suite. It's very nice. Oh, I put that down. I've tried to put the camera a bit further away. My head was right up in the last one. So today is Sunday the 30th of May. Yesterday was our second day on MSC Virtuosa. Saturday the 29th of May. So we slept so well overnight on the Friday. The beds here in the suite we're in have like a memory foam topper on and they're amazing. So we slept very well. We had some morning espresso from the Nespresso machine here. That was delicious, and it made the room smell very nice. I always think coffee smells a lot nicer than it tastes, but it tastes nice as well. So yeah, we've got fruit juice in the minibar as well, so it was lovely. We could just have some fruit juice in the room before breakfast. There's a selection of orange and grapefruit, I think, and cranberry and all sorts. We're very lucky that after we drink those, when the steward or the butler sees that we've drunk them, they replenish them, which is very nice, and we're very grateful. We then went upstairs to the Yacht Club restaurant for breakfast. So we're on the 16th deck here, and the Yacht Club has like a little section sort of off private at the front of the ship. So it's over, I think, the 14th, 16th, possibly 12th as well, 16th, 18th, 19th floors, oh decks, sorry. So we're on the 16th deck. We're just next to the concierge desk, and then when we go out of our suite, our butler, Mary, bless her, is always there straight away. Hello, how are you? Anything that she can do to help us, and I mean, we're very easy to look after, do you know? We don't like any fuss, so hopefully we're like perfect guests to look after, but we'll see. Maybe she has other ideas. So we go upstairs to breakfast. I mean, she's been taking us in the lift, but it's, even though the breakfast is on the restaurant's on the 18th floor, I think, and we're on the 16th floor, it's actually only one floor in here. Deck, I keep saying floors, I think I'm so used to not being on a ship that it's floors, whereas it's decks. And we have, I can never say it, the Swarovski stairs. We have those stairs here in the Yacht Club as well, so it's only one flight of those stairs, so, you know, I've got to do some exercise or something on this ship. So we walk up the stairs, go for breakfast. We're sat at a table, and it's always a table close to the window because there's so few of us here, which is lovely. Although, to be fair, even if the Yacht Club was full, you'd still have a great view out the window, wherever you are sat, really. It's very cleverly designed like that. But then any sort of crow's nest bar on ships, you always have a view wherever you're sat. So, but yeah, and then the service on the in the restaurant is wonderful, which I'm pretty sure it will be wonderful in the main restaurants too. You can either use a QR code with your phone for a menu, which we've tended to do just because it seems easier for the waiting staff, that if we just do that and on order. I've heard a few people are saying that they've ordered paper menus because they don't want to be sat there on their phone, and it just makes you feel more like you're in a restaurant, you know, while having a menu. So if that's the case, they'll bring you a paper menu, and I presume they dispose of them after. But yeah, we've been using the QR codes just because it's easier, and you know, it's one less step for the waiters and waitresses, bless them, when they're so, well, I'd say they're so busy. They are so busy. They're constantly doing stuff, bless them, and cleaning and sorting and organising things, but I'm sure when the ship is full they were a lot more busier, so it's nice for them to have a bit of more relaxed time, hopefully. We had breakfast, again, like I said, fabulous service. The food's delicious. Yesterday we went for the MSC Express Breakfast, which I don't think it's express as in quick or anything, but it was, I mean, it wasn't slow, the service was perfect, but it was like a full English breakfast. and it was nice, it was delicious. I think we wanted to try that on the first day just to see, because I'm not one really to have a daily English breakfast because it's just too full on a ship. But we thought we'd have it for the first day to see what it is, and then order other stuff because we know we're not missing out. Not that it would ever be missing out on a cruise ship. So yeah, the full breakfast was really nice. They bring you bread as well, they bring you pastries. It's like kind of like Cunard with that, like a man coming around with a big basket of pastries. It's really nice. Got to like try and stop having them all though, because they all look so delicious. You're offered water, sparkling still, fruit juice is on the menu too, hot drinks, we've had tea. And obviously with them being an Italian ship, I think coffee is very much the expectation. And tend to have, you can have lattes and all sorts, and they'll bring them up from the lounge underneath. Yeah, I like having the water options. I mean, obviously you get water without all cruise lines, but it's nice to just have a bottle there on your table that you can fill up, because usually I've probably had a few cocktails a few previous days, and I mean I wake up fine, I don't drink that much, but it's just nice to rehydrate with non-alcoholic liquid before starting the cocktails this evening again. So after breakfast we walked down, there's like a Swolsowski, I can never say it correct, sorry, you know what I mean, the lovely sparkly stairs. We walk, there's a staircase, a kind of spiral staircase from the Yacht Club restaurant down to the topsail lounge. So after breakfast we thought, well, we're not sure if our cabin steward has been in our cabin, and we don't want to rush him because he's got a few to do, so we'll go and sit in the lounge for a bit and ponder on what we'll do for the day. So we went downstairs, sat in the lounge. Dave had a latte, I had some more water I think, and then just relaxed really. It was lovely because it was only us there and we were at sea, so it's lovely looking out over the ocean views. Just such a novelty at the moment, it's so good to have those views again, which I'm sure you all agree. Amazing views to have, and we've missed them, really missed them, so it's nice sometimes to just sit and take it all in because we've missed it so much. We then went for a wander around the ship, really, so went for a wander around the Galleria down at the bottom, had a look at the menus of the select dining areas really, had a look at them whilst the places were, I mean you can look at them on the app as well, but just kind of get our bearings and see where places are, and just have a nose at the menu and see whilst they were closed really, so that people weren't coming out and trying to lure us in. So it was quite nice just to have a little nose, and have a little nose at like the crepe shop and the ice cream gelato sort of counter, just to see what's on offer without feeling like, oh gosh, we should buy something. Went to see Rob as well, the robot waiter cocktail in the, I think it's the MSC Starship Club. So went to see him, but it was closed. But he was standing there just, you know, all to attention. But must go and get a video of him later when he is working. He was having a break, I think. I expect he's worked hard. The drinks there, they were quite expensive. I hear they're about £18. Part of me is thinking, oh, it's an experience, I'd really like it, and I get a glass, well, I think it's a plastic like glass after it, but you know, on holiday and it's an experience, and we'll see. I haven't decided yet. It's a lot of money for a drink and a glass. I might go there, have a look what someone else is doing, have an eye at the glass, see if it's worth it, and then try. But we'll see. Maybe I can, you know, say, well, I'm gonna blog about it or vlog about it, then I should. We'll see. But then, yeah, we just carried on wandering around, really. Went for a wander around the casino. Well, actually, before we went to the Galleria, we stood in what is the atrium and looked down the Galleria. And I took some photos there, and it's amazing. The use of mirrors on this ship, like, fascinates me. I mean, it's just the way they use them, and it just makes a ship that's already big and beautiful look even bigger. So if you follow me on social media, you would have seen one of those photos, and it's just like a complete reflection from the horizontal sort of line, and it's amazing. It fascinates me how someone has designed it like that, and it works. It's perfect. It makes it look like ginormous when it's already huge and beautiful. Like it's this. I'm not being negative about it. It's amazing, and I'm just in awe of the design, really. And then we walked down the Galleria and then went through the end to the casino, Red Gem Casino, I think it's called. Yeah, Red Gem Casino. The entrance of the Red Gem Casinos is spectacular. So I don't gamble, I don't have much luck, and I don't understand any of the games, to be honest. But yeah, there were people in there. They were having fun. They were on the machines and stuff. It was a huge casino, because having mostly cruised with British lines, I mean, even when I went on Scarlet Lady, I was amazed by how big the casino was. And then on this ship, it's, because the ship's bigger, it's even bigger. I guess the cruise line must make a lot of money in there, because obviously some people are going to win, but not everyone. But the design was amazing. Again, the floor, as you walked in, you kind of walked over like a little bridge kind of thing in, and the floor was all sparkly, and yeah, it was just amazing. And then again, you then right in front of you is the bar, which is kind of a circular bar, and then the ceiling as well is all sparkly as well. And someone had commented saying it was looking like Las Vegas, and I've not been to Las Vegas yet, but I presume it's all glitz and glam like that. But it looked beautiful, and I think I'd like to go back there at a night time, really, to see what the ambience is like there. With, I'm sure there's more people playing on the decks and the tables and the slot machines, and hopefully someone wins. Hey? We then came back to the ship. Oh, we went for more of a wander around, general wander, taking photos. Dave puts up with me stopping, taking a photo, and then we returned to our suite. The mini bar had been replenished. I've drank a lot of the soft drinks in it, because we've kind of thought, as we've been really lucky and had this upgrade, like, we need to make the most of it. And I need to also examine the whole ship, because I'm fascinated by the new ship and, you know, really excited about a brand new ship. So it's a toss-up between making the most of this wonderful suite and the balcony and the service and the yacht club, but also wanting to go and explore everywhere. Just trying to get everything in, but so far we seem to be succeeding. But yeah, so the minibar, we tend to drink quite a few of the soft drinks out on the balcony, especially yesterday, because yesterday it was stocked. The day before, I think it was a novelty. It was like, oh, all these soft drinks. So we had a few, but yeah, it was nice to come back and have it fully replenished, which is really nice. We then were out to sea, so we sat out on the balcony in the sun, and it was really, really sunny. It was beautiful. Actually, I've caught the sun of it on my neck. And Dave has on his knees because he had his shorts on. But he had our Kindles out, our books out, and yeah, we're sat on the balcony in the sunshine, enjoying some sun, because we've had nothing but rain in the UK recently. After that, I noticed on social media that Paul and Carol were in the yacht club on the sun deck, so we went up to the sun deck and said hello and met them again, and they are lovely. Bless them. It's so nice to meet some fellow cruise bloggers, and they're so funny. Obviously we wanted them to enjoy their experience and not, you know, not interrupt them, bless them, so we had a nice chat, and then we left them to enjoy their time in the yacht club. Whilst we were talking to them, we did notice someone from I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here who was up here, so I guess it's quite useful for people who are semi-famous, I don't know, Z-list famous, that they can come in the yacht club and be quite anonymous, other than us going, oh, is it him, is it him? It was. Yeah, no, I imagine it's a lovely service where they're not interrupted or well, yeah, they just have no fuss. You know, they have fuss, but fuss as in service rather than people fussing over going, oh, are you so-and-so? So, Very nice service up here. We then went for lunch. We went up to the Yacht Club grill and we had a lovely beef steak with like small roast potatoes and extra vegetable spring rolls because they looked amazing. It was delicious. The steak was really nice. I think Dave was expecting a burger by the grill, by the pool, but he was most disappointed, no burger. And then he saw after that Paul had had a beautiful burger in the Yacht Club restaurant. He was a bit jealous, but do you know what, he's not going to starve, so it's okay. I'm sure he'll get another burger. We sat in the sun upstairs on the sun deck, which is really nice to just have drinks, and it's such a novelty not to have to show your card or anything for a drink because everything's included. The waiter just comes up, asks you what drink you want, you say, it comes. Like, there's no signing like on other cruise lines, obviously no signing at the moment, but no even swiping of cards or wristbands because it's all included, which is very nice. We came back to the suite then, relax a bit on ourselves. I did my first vlog yesterday and hopefully I've improved a little bit today, and my face was like right up here yesterday, a bit further back today. You don't want to see my face in that close detail, especially not in 4K, which I think this might be. That was good. I mean, it's a bit weird talking to a camera for the first time, but I enjoy it. I enjoy talking about cruising. Would you believe, like at school I was shy? I'm not shy now, I do talk a lot. Only about things I'm passionate about, like cruising. So I'm hoping that people will find some use in some of these vlogs. We then returned up to the sun deck and bumped into Paul and Carol again. They were on their way out, so I invited them in to have a nose really at the suite if they wanted to, and they did. Obviously I asked them to excuse the mess because they've got chargers like and shoes around, but I thought if it was me I'd want to have a nose, so I invited them in to have a nose, and then we had a little chat again, and then we went back upstairs and had some cocktails in the sun deck, which was very nice, and then returned down to the suite again, had some soft drinks from the minibar. Dave had a bit of a snooze and then I hadn't put Do Not Disturb on because I had a feeling that we would get some other canapes today. So on the first day we had this amazing, like, I don't know, it was like a selection of treats. It was like there was nougat there and fruits and strawberries and like blackberries and things. It was really, really delicious. And then yesterday, so that I could hear someone knocking on the door, and it was Mary, our butler, and she brought in what was it yesterday? Oh, it was a little pot of strawberries, and I don't know, I thought it was a lemon meringue pie. It was like pie, lemon, meringue, but then it had like gratings of lime on it, so Dave wondered whether it was a key lime pie, but I think it was a lemon meringue pie. And we shared that. It was delicious, really, really nice, and that woke Dave up. Yeah, and then we got ready slowly for elegant night, which was lovely. David brought his black tie suit and everything with him. He was a little concerned it didn't fit, but it did fit. He hadn't worn it since January 2020, so, but it did fit, and he looked lovely in it. It's nice to see him all dressed up. I had dressed up as well, a dress on, some makeup on, which is probably the first time I've done a full face of makeup for a long time, and I don't really wear much makeup, to be fair. I mean, the full face of makeup for me is like eyeliner, mascara and lipstick. But yeah, no, it was nice and people looked fabulous. Not everyone dressed up, but I liked that the atmosphere was like, well, it doesn't matter, do what you want. If you don't want to dress up, you don't dress up. If you do, you do. It's very kind of anything goes, and I like that. You know, you couldn't see, you know, like on P&O, sometimes you can see the looks that people are giving of like, you didn't dress up, and do you know, people judgmental and horrible sometimes. And I didn't feel that there was any of that here. And we went for a little potter around the main sort of part of the ship, as well as the Yacht Club. and there didn't seem to be looks like that, which is really nice, because, you know, it's people's holiday, they can wear whatever the hell they like. Sorry, I don't mean to swear. Yeah, like, do you know, life's too short to worry about what someone's wearing. We enjoy dressing up, do you know, it's nice, because there's not many occasions where you can, really. It's like award ceremonies and cruise ships. But yeah, we enjoy it, so we do, but we wouldn't judge that other people do or don't. Do you know, do what makes you happy. But yeah, MSC seems to be quite relaxed about the elegant nights. Like, dress as elegantly as you want, and if that's a bit more casual, then so be it. So we had a lovely dinner in the Yacht Club restaurant. We had steak, both of us. So what did I have to start? Oh, cheese fritters, which were lovely and delicious. Like deep fried cheese, basically, but it was really nice. Dave had soup and then had starter envy because he's a big cheese fan. But yeah, he enjoyed his soup. Then we both had steak, which was fabulous. I do not think I've had a steak as nice as that. However, we're going to the butcher's cut tonight, so I do think that it may be the best steak I've ever had, and maybe just for one day, and then we'll have another amazing steak tonight. But yeah, the steak last night was amazing. It was just so tender, so just melted in your mouth. It was amazing. And the nice asparagus with it, and there was some foie gras as well. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, which I don't think I've ever knowingly tried before, but I mean, I tried it. I wasn't so fussed with it, and I mean, I haven't investigated how it becomes, but I know it's not nice. Petta are always campaigning, aren't they, about it, so I tried it, but yes, it's not something I would support or eat again. With truffle shavings as well on our steak. I've never really been a big fan of truffle, but I was like, do you know what, I need to try it, and yeah, I ate it all, so it's a distinct taste, isn't it, truffle, and I'm not always a fan, but actually I think MSC, you know, have done it, cooked it to perfection, so I always think on cruises it's good to try food that maybe you usually don't, just because you're on a ship and you're never going to starve if you don't like it and you leave it, so you might as well try things, and you never know, you might like them. After dinner we went to the theatre. The theatre, it's a beautiful theatre. It's very modern, do you know, like, it's the complete opposite to kind of Cunard theatres of the very traditional theatre with the boxes, but this was functional and beautiful, but in a very sort of modern way. There was you had to book your place in the theatre, so we'd already booked on the app, and they swipe your card as you go in to check if you are booked in, and then you sit wherever you like, and obviously there's social distancing, and there's some seats that are safely noticed off so that people can't sit there. And people kept it all. Initially everyone was in there without their masks, and then an announcement came on that we should all be wearing masks, so all masks were put back on. But I mean, it'd been alright, we were all sat separately and there was no one near us at all, so the theatre, so first of all the entertainment director came on and introduced the main sort of main officers of the ship, so the engineer, the captain, doctor. That was lovely just to see them. And it was nice to hear how passionate they were to be back at sea. Then we watched Abracadabra, which was a production put on by the international singers and dancers of MSC. It's fantastic. The costumes were amazing. The set was fabulous, but it was so bizarre. We had no idea what was happening. Like, no idea. I think I needed more Prosecco to be, you know, like, oh, this is good. I mean, it was absolutely fabulous. They were amazing. They're so talented, dancing, singing, everything. But we had no idea what was happening. Like, absolutely no idea. Do you know, usually with, like, shows you get the story that you follow? No idea. There was this red, I assume was a poison apple that we were just running around with, and I mean, like, yeah, they were fabulous and so talented, but we had the giggles because we had no idea what was happening. And then halfway through, these people came in on roller skates and were roller skating around, two of them, around the stage, which on seas moving would be interesting. And then he started like holding her legs and swinging her around with her head going up and down. And we were out. I mean, my background is a trauma nurse and also an ITU and a neuro ITU, and I'm just like, oh my god, she's gonna fall and hit her head, because you see these accidents are like Cirque du Soleil and stuff, and you think, oh. So I was like, oh my god, they're so talented, I really want to watch them, but I have to watch with my hands over my eyes, because I'm just like, something could go wrong. And I think because my job, I'm a specialist in organ donation, so I see a lot of people that have like weird and wonderful accidents, that the poor things, you know, split moment and an accident happens and then that's them dying, and it's awful. So when I see things like this and I think, oh, I think of all the things that could go wrong, which is awful, and it usually just goes around in my head, but watching this I was like, oh my god, I can't watch them. But they were fabulous. I mean, nothing bad happened and they were just amazing. I mean, sadly we can't go to the theatre tonight because I've booked Butcher's Cut, which is kind of smack bang between the two performances. But we'll try and go the last night, and I'm not sure we'll know what's going on, but we'll enjoy it because they're just fabulous. And then after the theatre, we came back up to the Yacht Club then and went to the top sail lounge again. It was quite empty, to be fair. There was people on the other side and there was a man playing the piano. So we sat down with the aim of having one cocktail and ended up having a couple of rounds. Dave had hot chocolate as well. And then I had a soft drink, I think, too, as I'd decided I'd had enough. And there was a man playing the piano up there, which was lovely, and was playing songs that, you know, that everyone would recognise. Mostly kind of old sort of pops, not pop, old popular music songs. Traditional kind of classics and things, and people were getting up and dancing, so it was quite sweet. And there was people singing along, and it was quite a happy lounge. It was nice to hear people enjoying themselves and, you know, celebrating and stuff, which, you know, we've not heard over the last sort of 18 months or so. So it was a real nice sound of people laughing, probably a little bit drunk. We weren't, they were, but they were really happy, and, you know, it's just really nice to see people really happy and enjoying life, because life has been tough for everyone for the last 18 months or so, and it's about time people had some happiness and excitement and in celebratory moods. Yeah, so it's good. So today we are in Portland, and I am going to go and leave and enjoy the day, and I will go and explore more of MSC Virtuosa, and I will vlog again tomorrow. Thank you, bye bye.